to have something positive happen. It looks like he got onto this, or he's going to dunk in.
Does anybody make the play? No, it falls in.
The Yankees had reason to celebrate a walk-off win, but the collision that sent Harrison Bader out of the game left a shadow hanging over the night. Head and neck checks are no small matter, and fans knew it could have been much worse.
And he's leaving the game. It's the last thing the Yankees need after just getting him back off the IL.
Paris's ankle scars only deepen the tension, a reminder of how quickly depth can vanish in the Bronx. Even with Trevino stepping up as the unexpected hero, the storyline became less about the comeback and more about who would still be standing tomorrow.
Well, Yandy Díaz, you saw earlier in the first inning, got hit with that pitch from Marcus Stroman. He has exited today's game.
Fans held their breath when word spread that Yandy Díaz was pulled after taking that shot to the forearm. A lineup that depends on his bat suddenly looked a little more fragile, and whispers about his durability filled the dugout.
Ball game. I know there was a lot of speculation on the Twitter sphere of whether or not it could be trade related for Yandy Díaz. I am happy to report, Dwayne NBA, it is not.
The timing made it even more dramatic, as trade rumors had already been circling like vultures. Instead of deals and deadlines, the focus shifted to a bruise that carried the weight of a season.
Bringing up Willie Calhoun.
Man alive. That one got him.
Spring games are supposed to feel light, but the crowd went cold after Willie Calhoun dropped. Even seasoned players were shaken, because nothing prepares you for that kind of an impact.
Joseph's Hospital in Phoenix by way of...
The airlift to Phoenix told everybody this was no routine bruise. This was baseball's darker side, showing up in March. Fans and teammates were left wondering not about stats or lineups, but if he would ever step back into the box the same way again.
They had just rolled over on him.
Yeah.
Alex Rios was supposed to be one of the biggest names on the market, but in one swing, everything changed. An ankle sprain in the first inning had the Rangers watching not just their lineup, but their entire trade board crumble.
And he's not going to be able to continue, so that's going to do it. Boy, that's
For a player hitting over 300 and drawing interest from contenders, the timing couldn't have been worse. Instead of headlines about where he might land, the story shifted to whether his body would hold up long enough for anybody to take the gamble.
He knew right away.
Corey Dickerson had been on a tear, carrying the Phillies with one of the hottest stretches of his season. Then, in the middle of that surge, a sore foot forced him off the field and left the lineup without its spark.
In his last at-bat? His first at-bat of the game, I believe. Was it the first at-bat? That's going to be it for him.
Negative x-rays offered some relief, but the timing still stung for a team fighting for every single run. Even Jay Bruce's pinch hit heroics couldn't erase the uneasy feeling of losing a hitter who'd been locked in at the plate.
Bouncing ball left side, couple of steps to his right, not in time.
Oh, I hope Dexter's okay. He slid hard in the base.
Few sights in baseball are heavier than watching a veteran like Dexter Fowler leave the field by cart. A player who brought speed and leadership suddenly became a question mark for the Angels.
The ruling of the play, just to make things official, it's a fielder's choice, an error there on the shortstop, so no RBI for Fletcher. Obviously, the Angels score.
The silence in the stands said it all, folks, because nobody knew how bad it was or how long he was gonna be out of the game. For a team desperately searching for stability, the image of Fowler being rolled away became the only story that even mattered that night.
In Missouri, outside Kansas City, just like you did in Nashville, just do your thing. Not sure what that was. Mizorowski kind of...
Jacob Mizorowski had the crowd on its feet, flirting with history in his very first big league start. Then, in a blink of an eye, the ankle turn sent shockwaves through the stadium and stole the spotlight from all of his dominance.
Officially, he'll come out with an injury, but listen to this crowd. They stand up.
The ovation he received walking off said everything, a mix and combination of pride and heartbreak. Fans were left asking the cruel question every team dreads: how can a night that began like a dream end with so much uncertainty?
This is not good.
Yeah, that first one, something
I
just
don't
didn't
like
feel right.
the way he leans back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Josh Naylor was supposed to be part of Seattle's push, a deadline pickup built to add power and speed. But once his shoulder flared again, the Mariners were left holding their breath instead of counting their RBIs.
Well, this is not a great sign. Donovan Solano is in at first base, so you were talking about how Naylor was.
The deja vu of another White Sox game only deepened the concern as history seemed to repeat itself at the worst time possible. Even with Seattle pulling off the sweep, the bigger question became whether Naylor's body could handle the stretch run.
Ooh. Got hit in the face.
Yes, and Aaron Boone quickly out.
Luke Voit showed the kind of grit Yankees fans love, brushing off a fastball to the chin and still charging around the bases. And for a moment, it felt like toughness had won the day, but the quiet decision to pull him soon after reminded everybody how fragile that bravery can be. What followed was a dugout on edge, anger spilling when more pitches sailed dangerously close. The Bronx faithful had their win, but the real takeaway was the thin line between fearless baseball and disaster waiting to happen.
Got a single to lead off. Oh, Gomez hit in the helmet.
Carlos Gomez stood tall after a pitch that could have changed everything, and fans knew luck had played a role. A bruised face was a small price to pay compared to what that kind of heat usually leaves behind.
Well, a fastball comes up and in, and Gomez.
How many of those are we going to see this year?
The Brewers could breathe again, but the image of him going down lingered long after the update. In a game built on speed and power, this was a reminder that even a helmet can only do so much when fate delivers its test.
He squares, he tried to bunt, and it hit the bat and then hit him in the face. Or did it hit him square in the...
David Fry's night turned terrifying when a 99 miles per hour fastball found his face, silencing the ballpark instantly. The cart ride to the hospital was the kind of image no fan or player ever wants to see.
We just went from fever pitch to eerie.
Even with the Guardians rallying to win and tie the division race, the real story was the unanswered question of Fry's health. Baseball can move on quickly, but moments like this remind everybody how fragile the game truly is.
Up and in, he got McCann in the helmet, and I'm not sure it got him in the helmet. I think that may have hit James.
James McCann took a fastball to the face, bloodied and swollen, and still chose to strap the gear back on. Fans roared as he returned with gauze stuffed in his nose, a sight that spoke louder than any box score ever could.
Jersey on. This is absolutely ridiculous. He can't possibly stay in the game, right? If anybody could, it would be James McCann, because that's how tough he is.
For 8 innings, he stayed behind the plate, proving toughness in its rawest form. And a season full of highlight plays, this was a kind of grit that left teammates and opponents alike in awe.
And he got drilled, and Lovelady is very upset with himself.
Bryce Harper's spring tune-up turned frightening when a pitch found the same arm he once had surgically repaired. For Phillies fans, it was less about the box score and more about whether their cornerstone would be ready when the games actually mattered.
Managers worry about, they want to get their regulars a lot of it fast, but at the same time, you want to get them to the regular season in one piece.
The sight of him walking off sent a chill that no exhibition should ever feel. Even in a meaningless inning of spring training, the fear of losing a 2-time MVP became the only storyline worth following.
It's the Utley slide. It's brought to you by Talking Baseball. Up the middle, double play ball ends the inning. They don't turn it, so the game is tied.
It was game 2 of the NLDS, and everything flipped on one slide. Chase Utley went in hard at second, and Ruben Tejada's leg snapped under the collision.
Base hard. Tejada's hurt. He breaks his leg on the play. Utley says, "Get me out of here." Tejada.
The play ended Tejada's career as a full-time shortstop, and it sparked outrage across the league. What looked like old-school hard-nosed baseball became the reason new rules were written the very next season.
7th, Harrison. And a fly ball out to deep left center field. Who wants it? Colliding, Piscotty.
Steven Piscotty and Peter Bourgeois both dove for a ball in the gap. Piscotty's head slammed straight into Bourgeois' knee, and he went down instantly.
Stretcher.
Trainers rushed out and the stadium went quiet as he was stretchered off. Luckily, the hospital cleared him of serious injury, but he stayed overnight just to be safe.